alliance, but we were talking about the alliances that we already have are sort of, you say they're not falling apart, but they're somehow changing or crumbling a bit or whatever that might be. I just want to reach out, touch upon what you mentioned here, because you talked about the war in Ukraine. And I think to people in Denmark, that is one of the most threatening examples of this new world order. The fact that Russia has invaded another country. You've called for peace negotiations, but differently from Europe, you have not cut ties to Russia. You've bought oil from Russia.
Well, Europe continues to buy energy as well. I mean, just so that we are
but why do you approach this matter differently? I understand Ukraine is not in your immediate geography, but still, it's a huge country invading a small country. Does that give you any sort of concern that this is not what's supposed to be going on?
Well, it certainly is a source of concern, not just for India, but for the entire world, that you have a conflict. You have a conflict now into 3 years and going, which has impacted the entire world in different ways. It has had second order, third order consequences. It has messed up the global energy situation, the food, the entire food security of many countries have become a problem. Fertilizer has become a problem. So I think there's no question that it is something which matters to the world. You raised the issue of, so one country does something to another country. Look, here, obviously, at one level, everybody takes note of it, but everybody also looks at it from their particular historical experience. Now, we've had, I mean, if you were to look at after the Second World War, we are one of the countries which actually have had, a violation of our sovereignty. We still have a violation of our sovereignty by our neighbors.
Pakistan and Kashmir region.
And China.
And China.
The fact is, Europe was very detached about it. In fact, at times, Europe was very cynical about it. Now, I'm not saying that, this leads to that. I'm just saying there's the reality of the world. The reality of the world is that even when you are concerned, those who are closer to the problem, those whose interests are deeper, will have a much more passionate, emotional position. Those who are, I would get passionate about something close up to me, which Europe may wonder, why are the Indians so agitated, or not Indians, but somebody else as well. So I think that's natural. But so in diplomacy, there cannot be an expectation that other nations will have identical responses. Diplomacy is about finding common ground.